Minasan konnichiwa, Sunny Usa desu. Hi everyone and welcome back. So today I'm going to be talking about getting a job in Japan as far as teaching English. So to my knowledge, there's two ways to do it. You can either be an ALT, an assistant language teacher, and that works in public schools for the most part, or you can work for an Eikaiwa, which is a private company and they do private lessons for students or adults, kids, after schools usually. So today I'm just going to be comparing both of them so that you guys can get a knowledge, an idea of which one you rather go. So as most of you know, I've already applied and interviewed with Interact, and Interact is considered a ALT position. I'm also going to interview on the 25th of April for Eon, and Eon is Eikaiwa, or a private company. So here's some information about both kinds. So I have a list, and let's go ahead and just make a tally. So as far as the pay, so for both of them, they're about the same. You might get paid just a little bit more working for Eikaiwa since it's a private company, and they're both roughly anywhere between 20 to 30 yen, well 30,000 yen. So it just depends on which one you go with. Like I said, the Eikaiwas might be just a little, just when I say a little, just a little bit higher. Okay, so and let's see. Next would probably be okay. When I said 20, scratch that. I meant to say it's so hard for me to convert yen to dollars yet. So it's 200,000 to 300,000 yen. Okay, for both of them. Just depends on which one you go with. So next, let's talk about working hours. So working hours for the ALT position, since you're going to be teaching in a public school, you're mostly going to be working in the morning and in the afternoon. So school probably starts around 8 a.m., probably get done around 5 p.m., coinciding with a regular school schedule. Okay, so that's for the ALT. For Eikaiwa, you'll probably be working most likely sometime in the afternoon, in the evening. So either noon to like 9 or 1 to 10, those kind of things, because people are still working, they're still in school, so they want to go when they get out of school. So you'll probably be busiest on in the evening, maybe like 4 to 9, those kind of things. So ALT morning and afternoon, and Eikaiwa afternoon and evening. So someone for like myself, I'm a night owl. I don't like waking up early. To me, the Eikaiwa is sounding a little let me say a lot better. Okay. So next, let's talk about your responsibilities. How much work are you going to have to do? So it's a little bit different. So for the ALT, also, I forgot to tell you guys, look, I am rocking an awesome Reptar shirt. I know that's neither here nor there. I just want to let you guys know that. Okay, so for the ALT, as far as working, your workload and your responsibilities, you might not have to work as much because, you're in a public school. You'll probably have a Japanese speaking teacher there. You're an assistant for the most part. Now, there might be some situations where you're teaching alone, but you're just assisting someone. So they'll probably have all the material you'll need. You don't have to make any lesson plans. It's all there for you. So, you're just helping out, and which is cool too. And then for the Eikaiwa, you're probably going to have a lot more responsibilities. You have to make your own lesson plans, those kind of things. You're responsible for your own classes for the most part. So you'll be making your own materials, and you'll be teaching your own classes. So you'll have a little bit more responsibilities to do. So it just depends on which one you're comfortable with. All right, so let's talk about, I made a list, that's why I keep looking down. Let's talk about the students. Let's talk about class sizes, guys. So for the ALT, you're going to have some big classes. It's a public school, it's a regular school. Anywhere between 30 to 40 students in a class. But like I said, you will have some help. But that's a big class. Eikaiwa, you're just gonna, it might be, it's private, so 1 to 10 maybe, the size of your class. And then there's some perks, some pros and cons with both, as far as getting to relate to your students and being able to talk to them. So some of the pros with working for an ALT as an ALT is, you're in a public school, so for the most part, they're just going to an English class. They're going to be speaking Japanese all the time outside of that class, and maybe sometimes even in that class, even the staff, they're going to be speaking Japanese. So if you're really interested in learning Japanese and being immersed in it, so you're just constantly around you, ALT might be an awesome opportunity. I mean, I think that's maybe one reasons why I want to work as an ALT. Just that constant flow of Japanese language around yourself. A con with that, though, is, like I said, it's just an English class. It's mandatory for them. Some students might not be interested in learning English, so you might have 30, 40 students, depending, who knows how many schools you're going to that day, who aren't really interested in learning English, but you still have to teach them it. Okay, so the pro to for the Eikaiwa is, it's smaller classes. These people are paying their money to take these private classes, so they're going to be a little bit more interested in learning English. They're seeking it out. But a con is, they're there to learn English. They don't want to talk in Japanese. So when you're at that job, it's English all day, every day. Even some Eikaiwas prohibit you from speaking any English there. These people are paying their money. They want to learn English, and that's what they want. They want to be surrounded with English. So to give and take, guys. So that's that. Let's see. Work visas. So there are two different kind of work visas that you have to get depending on which route you want to go. So for an ALT, you will be getting a instructor visa. So you're basically going to be an instructor. And if you're getting for your work visa for the Eikaiwa, you're going to be I wrote it down, a specialist in humanities. Fancy. Anyway, so those are the two different kinds. I hear it's a little bit easier to get a work visa as a specialist in humanities, just because it doesn't have that stipulation of having to have 12 years schooling in an English-based institution. So, got my knee up. So those are some of the things as far as comparisons of an ALT and an Eikaiwa. Also, vacation. So, as far as ALT, you're probably going to have a little bit more vacation because you're going to be on the same schedule as having the summer break off and the winter break off and all the national holidays. The kind of downside of that is you get paid. Sometimes you get paid a little less. Maybe you'll be at 50% or 75% of what your normal base pay is when you're not teaching, because you're not teaching. So why, they're not going to pay you as much. Some places won't pay you at all. So, for example, with the JET program, they do pay you during that. Interact, I think they cut it down to a percentage. So you're going to get more time to go out and explore and see Japan, but you're going to have to save some of your money from when you're working because you're not going to be getting paid during those time periods. Eikaiwas, on the other hand, they don't have those summer breaks and winter breaks. Some of them might honor them, but mostly they might just be doing national holidays because people want to go enjoy those things instead of being, at classes. But they're not going to have the 3-week summer breaks or the 2 weeks winter break that the ALT positions will have. So I think that's about it. If you guys can think of anything else, if you have any questions, please just leave comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And like always, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Thank you so much. Bye. Jane.